Hello and welcome to Tuesday. So today was another kind of quiet day. Ellie did a Lego set and she's playing The Root Trees Are Dead. It's like a puzzle game where you have to do research through an in-game like Google search and magazine search, and you read and figure out like who's this person's father, who's the kid, where's the picture. You have to construct the whole family tree, and it's really interesting. And so she's completed the first pass through, and now there's like a whole separate mode, and so she's working her way through the second mode. Meanwhile, I'm just kind of watching some YouTube, and there's not a whole lot to say. I am definitely finding it harder to record. I mean, I've always had trouble just recording. If I try to do a vlog, it's recording is the hardest part, because there's not necessarily anything interesting, and like, am I just going to sit and talk? Like, if people interested in just hearing me sit and talk, I don't have a lot of stuff to, action to film, with my, camera going around. And so it tends to be in, one of two positions. It's either, in front of my desk or in front of the couch. Those are the two recording positions. Recording is the hard part. Editing is not that hard. I find the editing rather fun, especially when it's, if I go on a tangent, I can just kind of, crop it out. And if I have a very awkward pause, or if I, cough, or, scratch my nose, or burp, I can just edit it out. And so I'm usually fairly happy with how the edits go. It's always just taking the mental time and saying record. And that's probably why I find it frustrating when someone is like, oh, I have this big old project, but I literally don't care if anybody watches, and so I'm not going to put in the effort. It's like, what are you doing? Like, you're just all the people who have followed you for 15 years. Ellie is glaring at me. She's like, stop talking about him. I have opinions. Especially during this morning's stream, he was going off and he was like, oh, such a weight has been lifted off of me, and it's like, yeah, imagine that, when you're able to make enough money from, streaming 2 or 3 days a week, you're able to quit your job, most of your job. Yeah, all this extra time that you have to do, twiddling your thumbs and, scrambling eggs. Great for you. I'm only slightly bitter. Only slightly. Ellie is like, yeah, I've heard this all before. Huh, Ellie? She does not want to participate today. Anyway, speaking of Ellie, we watched the season 10 premiere of Actually on Dropout. I've really enjoyed a lot of Dropout's content. It's like, weekly there's always new shows to watch, and they're a lot of fun. Of course, not every show is going to be a winner, but, it's, generally fun enough to continue the subscription. But today's Actually episode was a lot of fun, because it covered a lot of topics that we are interested in, or I guess mostly me interested in, like Marvel, Pokemon, and Doctor Who. And so it was fun being able to actually this whole question is poorly written and inaccurate. And then Brendan Lee Mulligan, he's always fun to watch. He's basically a genius. So, everything he does, everything he's part of, he makes things fun and interesting. So anyway, yeah, I'm recorded. That's it for today. See you tomorrow.